Hey guys, so about last week sometime, some of you saw a post that I put on my Facebook that said my worst nightmare had basically come true. Well, it did. For those of you who don't know, I am completely and totally phobic of needles, and I had to go get all of my medical testing done at, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but basically the government hospital to make sure that I had everything. So we're all packed up in this van going over to the place, and I'm doing okay. I'm not so nervous at that point because maybe, I don't have to have any blood drawn. And we get there and it's very confused. There's so many people everywhere. It must have been the day where all of the universities took their students, and there's all these lines to all these different windows. It's not labeled very well, at least not to us, because we don't know, what's going on. And so we're carted around to line 1 and line 2 and line 3, and then over into this weird one that you kind of go into the side. And I had a lady scribble on my paper and say, you need to get these tests done. And according to the information that I got back home, I had everything, and I was under the impression that, if you get everything done in the States, you're set. Well, apparently that's not completely true. What I found out later, and I did have to get my blood drawn, which was quite terrifying, but you know what, it's over, so it's okay. But if you come into China and you intend to stay here and get a basically a license to live here, they require that you have the HIV test done again, because apparently there's a big problem with that here. So 30 days was too long, apparently. But whatever, it's over, so that's okay. Let's see, the other thing that happened, which was last week when I moved, the next day our new teacher, who is from Britain, named Nick, came. And he's a fun guy, but man, I feel bad for him because his schedule is crazy, and he had to start teaching basically 2 days after he got here. And so he's still kind of hurrying around trying to get everything figured out, but he's been a joy to have. It's nice to have somebody my own age around. One of the other things that happened, which was really exciting, is last Sunday, I went around to all the marinas with one of my friends and tried to get information about sailing. And basically at the last point that we went to, we got the best contact. And he said, oh, well, there's this party tonight. It's after the awards ceremony, after this huge regatta that's being held. I said, oh, great, okay, well, when is it? He said it's at 9:30, and I said, okay, I'll be there. So I had every intention of going, and I was hanging out downtown with my friend, and I wanted to be a responsible person, so I sent a message to my aunt, Jewel, here, and she told me that we have a curfew at 10. Even for the teachers? Yes. Oh, okay. So I'm downtown scrambling, debating in my head, oh my gosh, do I go and miss this great opportunity to miss everybody? Or not? Or what do I do? And what's the appropriate thing? And so I ended up trying to contact them a little more and ask, well, is it just this week because the freshmen are here, or is it something different that's going on? No, apparently there's a 10 p.m. curfew. But after kind of discussing it more, it turns out that it's really not a 10 p.m. curfew. It's 10 p.m. when they close the main gates. And it's 11 o'clock when they turn off the electricity in the dorms. Not us, because we have apartments, but in the dorms they do. And so I ended up staying out, I think, till 11:30, 11:45, which is when I arrived at the gate. Which I thought, for a 20-something-year-old, that was pretty good. It was even before midnight, not bad. but apparently not good enough, because her fear is that I will get a bad reputation. So just a little background first. A lot of the kids who go to university here are actually very poor. They do not have a lot of money. And some of the girls will hire themselves out to the rich businessmen who are in town. And so what it looks like to them is if I come back late at night by myself, that's what I'm doing. And so I'm currently in this battle of, well, okay, how do I stay true to myself and how do I have a life and enjoy my time here while still, upholding a good image as a teacher and as, someone who is from the United States and from abroad. And so I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I'm thinking, maybe I'll send them a schedule, like my activities or something. I don't know, but that's one of the current struggles. Now going back a little bit, going to the sailing party was so much fun. I can't even believe it. It reminded me so much of everybody at UYC. Shout out to you guys. I miss you. But it turns out all sailors are the same. They're all boisterous and fun-loving and really welcoming. The people I met, one of them sells all of one class of boat here, so he's doing pretty well. Another one is a sailmaker. He's also doing pretty well. And it was clear that these people had higher salaries than me, but they were still so welcoming. And it was great. I had a ball, and I'm so glad I went because I met everyone from the international team from Qingdao, and there were about 7 of them or so. And then I also met the winning team from Australia. They actually traveled all the way up here. And I was telling one of them about a story that I have from sailing on a high-performance boat and making a really good tactical call. And he gave me the best compliment and just said, wow, you really do know what you're doing. And it was like, yes, finally, that's what I wanted someone to say. Let's see what else is going on. I got an awesome hat. Oh yeah. Not that I'll get to use it because it's gonna start getting winter-like over here. The other things I'm working on is I still haven't been able to fix my bathroom. I'm not sure how good it shows up in my video of my apartment on the 6th floor, but there's water all over, and you can even see my water meter that's in the kitchen. It's constantly turning, like losing water all the time. So I really hope that they want to fix it pretty soon, because I think it's been over a week, at least maybe like a week and a couple days, week and a half, somewhere in there, I don't know. I also still have no gas for my stove, which that one's curious because I was supposed to, but I can't seem to make it work. Maybe it's just user error, probably. And let's see. Otherwise, I still haven't been to my campus at Gaomi. They wanted to reschedule to Tuesday and I couldn't do it. And then I didn't hear from them. So hopefully we'll get that straightened out and I'll get to see my campus. But I think that's it for now. So I'll give you guys another update and maybe tour you around the city a little bit at some point before it gets really nasty outside. So, bye!